We're going to continue now with the Wycliffe. This will be Wycliffe 5, but this will not be the commentary. Rather, we are now going to Wycliffe Bible Dictionary. And this is done by the same type of evangelical scholars, but in this case, there are over 200 leading conservative evangelical scholars in this book. And it's very, very thick book. It's a huge book. It's gigantic, as you can see. And obviously, it's in alphabetical order. And it has all kinds of things in here that are fantastic. In fact, I'll just show you the very picture before it even starts. This picture right here. Look at that. Isn't that something? That's a picture at the very beginning of this. And this says this is a picture of the Church of Annunciation in Nazareth. And it gives you the scripture. Now, the other thing about this book is that when you go through it, of course, it's in alphabetical order, and it gives a list of all the scholars who are contributors. And after each article, it will have their initials. So you can look at the initials and then go back in here, since they would be, then you can see who they are. And it gives abbreviation and so forth. So when you go to any of these, it's in alphabetical order, and you will find in here, when you are reading it, when you look at it, like Aaron, for example, Aaron is known best as the head of the Hebrew priesthood. He was a descendant of Levi, the son of Amram, and his wife Josheba, and then Exodus 6:20, the younger brother, and so forth. Though this long article with all kinds of scriptural references. Now, what I have found interesting is, for example, and also the name of the scholar who makes this article. Now, and then Aaronite, and so forth. Now, what's interesting, you could take this, for example, right here, this page where you're studying Aaron, and take the scripture that you get here, and then open the Wycliffe Commentary Bible and check that, and it will give you more information on the same passage. So that's very helpful. So you can use both of them together, which I have tried, and I found that to be very helpful. Now, there are incredible number of photos, maps, drawings, charts, also in here. For example, I'm just on the very first page, and we have here the river, a certain place in Damascus. And this is an actual photograph of the river that's on this second page of this gigantic book. There's the photograph of that river. Isn't that nice? And when you go through this, you have just endless photographs of all types, and they are very well done. And when you go through it, you will also see very inclusive maps that give you a very good idea of the character that you're reading about. For instance, this is the journey of Abraham, and it shows all of that in there, and that talks about the map as well. So we will continue with this in a moment.